Welcome, this is Genshin Impact. As a first impression, the music strikes me as simple yet elegant, combined with crisp graphics. Genshin Impact is a free-to-play, cross-platform game that was released back in 2020. It's an RPG game with open-world possibilities where you can collect different characters, play with them and switch freely as well. You can defeat bosses, solve puzzles, and follow the storyline all the while fighting and mastering the different elemental abilities. These abilities will have an impact on the environment as well, which we'll soon discover in this video, so stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like the content and want to stay tuned on other games. So without further ado, let's show you what the fuss is all about.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
And just like that, I skipped over the rest of the intro to spare you of any further spoilers. After you pick your first character, you end up on a beach to start what seems like a small tutorial to master the mechanics. Right mouse lets you sprint and evade, so as you can see, you see the stamina bar next to your character. The movement feels really great and swift, but jumping seems rather short, so I guess we'll not be able to jump great distances in this game. As a basic attack, you can click right and it seems we're starting off with a sword, which is floating on the back of your character if you have used it. So I like this feature a lot because it really gives this MMO feel. Also, dodging mechanics and environmental mechanics seem really on point. Running around feels somewhat slow as well, but the fact that there are teleports around will greatly help in traveling the open world map. I also guess at some point we'll have the possibility to ride a fellow or a companion to further increase our movement speed to travel around.
The path ends here! Guess we'll just have to climb!
Then there's also climbing.
Depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover.
The fact that they included climbing as a feature in this game is really interesting. It does not only feel open world because the travel distances are so great, but climbing also enhances this feeling of freedom. You can choose how you reach your destination, may it be through buildings, staircases, or even rooftops. So get that Assassin's Creed out there. And climbing with heels no less doesn't seem all too easy. You can also pick up fruit, and gathering will probably be a major thing, so best to pick up whatever we come across until we know what it's all about. The Sensetia plum fruit, for example, apparently restores 300 HP.
That's a statue of the Seven! There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world. Among the 7 gods, this god controls the wind.
Now, this is the part where, in my honest opinion, the game or the intro started to feel slow. For the travel distances that need to be covered, the movement speed is rather slow. Even though you can sprint, the stamina bar is quickly drained and you have no other choice but to travel on foot. Also, jumping does not improve the movement speed. At this point you start to wonder how open world is this game and if the destinations are not too far apart. The amount of talking that your companion Payman does also feels a bit much. As briefly said before, the amount of storytelling is a bit too much at the start, but I feel that the graphics and gameplay still make up for this game, so certainly give it a try. Since this is only the tutorial part, I assume that further abilities and means of transport will improve this aspect of the game. As you can see, there's also swimming involved in this game, so the opportunities that the game creates are really promising. Using elemental energy then, that we'll learn from the god of wind. Pressing E is a basic elemental and pressing A recharges over time while you do elemental tasks. Each time you perform certain actions, this gauge will fill until the attack is available.
These are the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven! Oh, Paimon's so jealous! Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
Genshin Impact is a true free-to-play immersive experience and can be a single-player campaign in which you will embark on a journey to travel and unravel certain mysteries, and you'll be able to discover an open world and play several characters.
There's something huge in the sky!
A dragon? The rest of the storyline will certainly revolve around this creature, so I'm starting to be more and more exciting about this. The first playable character will be Amber, which is your typical bow archer kinda type and also uses fire elemental energy, whereas your main character uses wind. So as this playthrough progresses, I am more and more excited about these different features: climbing, running, melee attacks, elemental attacks, as well as switching between the different characters. The storyline, however, seems a lot though. Especially at the start, there's a lot of storytelling to do and content-driven dialogues, which you need to click through. I felt it was too much, even after an hour of playing, but we'll have to see how it further goes. I also discovered if you hit the play button, the characters will automatically keep on telling, instead of clicking all the time to progress in this storyline. Before moving to the last point of this video, I want to revert on the topic of moving speed. I guess that the moving speed would be improved by a companion or a pet, but you'll soon notice that your main character will learn how to fly. It's not entirely flying because there is no possibility to move up and down, but you'll be equipped with the glider very soon in the game to be able to progress from point A to point B with little to no effort. And the last thing I wanted to show you is cooking. So I guess whatever we've collected, these ingredients will be more and more important. And the icon on the left side, this icon explains if it will give you a buff, like is it for attacking purposes, is it for defense, or do you want to heal your character. So by moving up to a cooking site, you can see which recipes are known to you and which ingredients you already own. If those requirements are met, you can press cook and cook the recipe until it's perfectly done. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. I would definitely give it a try. There is a lot to learn. It seems that the elemental abilities and environments will be of huge importance. For example, if you're wet, you'll be more vulnerable to electricity, or you can easily be frozen. Teaming up with the different party members and creating a variety of these skill sets will probably be huge for future dungeons and bosses. The game looks promising even now. If this is your first encounter, the game is also totally free to play. If you want more content on free to play games, make sure to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell to be notified as soon as I release a new video. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments, and if you are an experienced player, let me know where I can team up so we can raid some dungeons.
The fighting must have got them riled up. Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon, Explosive Puppet Buried Bunny.